I rise with the intention of disrupting the normal business of the United States Senate for as long as I am physically able. The reason why we have a massive debt in America, lots of people should take ownership over it, but the biggest debt creator in the last, say, 25, 30 years is the President of the United States, current one, in his first term by blowing massive holes in our deficits to give tax cuts that went way disproportionately to the wealthiest Americans and corporations.
Okay, I made a video on Trump versus Zelensky speech, and I think this guy's speech, he was just flabbergasted. I mean, he was angry at Trump. So I'm going to react to the video today to see what happened. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed.
8:12 now, and this is a live look at the Senate floor in Washington, D.C. right now. And there you see Senator Cory Booker. He is speaking on the Senate floor. This is a marathon speech. He actually started speaking at 7 o'clock last night. So we're talking more than 12 hours, more than 13 hours at this point. The senator from New Jersey says the nation is in a crisis and that he plans to keep talking until he can't talk anymore. In the beginning, he shared that his goal is to disrupt the normal business of the Senate in an effort to draw attention to his concerns with the Trump administration. Let's listen in briefly.
And one of the voices that just sticks into my hand is a man who was a white guy from the military who just said, I fought battles, I think it was Afghanistan, and I am offended by his staking a knee. But the very reason I fought was so that he would have the freedom to do it.
Honestly, me, I'm a Nigerian. I don't have any take on Trump because he's not my president and I don't know how he operates. So I can't pick sides or even clearly judge gets. But Americans, if you are seeing this in the comment section, you can tell me how Trump is actually treating you.
And so I came back. I was there on October 7th, and I have very hurt, strong feelings about what's going on over there and urgent desires to end the nightmare, to bring people like Idan home, to end the nightmare for so many Israelis and Palestinians. And I find some of the things people are saying so unhelpful to the crisis and to the moral truths that I believe in. But I will fight for people's rights. And so here is a situation where you see video and it just doesn't seem like who we are. If you're revoking somebody's visa, make a phone call, tell them that you have 30 days to leave, but there should be due process. And you should have to prove your claims in court. If this person is somehow lying with some kind of enemy, prove it. But what I saw there doesn't reflect the highest ideals. God, if this Constitution was easy, it wouldn't be worth the paper it's written on. And so I love my friend because she wades into some difficult waters, but she's guided by the oath that she took to defend the Constitution. And in these complex and difficult times, she's standing up. And I tell you, when we were in the immigration section last night, or earlier I should say, we read the most painful stories. The reason why we have a massive debt in America, lots of people should take ownership over it, but the biggest debt creator in the last, say, 25, 30 years is the President of the United States, current one, in his first term by blowing massive holes in our deficits to give tax cuts that went way disproportionately to the wealthiest Americans and corporations. And he wants to renew those tax cuts that independent budget folks are saying could add trillions of dollars to our national deficit. So if he's talking about the debt clock or whatever he was talking about, he is a part of an administration, even though he's unelected and not approved by Congress and whatever. He and his president, the richest man in the world and the most powerful man in the world together, they're driving an agenda that's going to drive this deficit much bigger. And they're going to try to pay for some of it, not all of it, because it's trillions of dollars of projected debt. They're going to try to pay for some of it by cutting
Again, I don't like talking about politics because you never know what is going on. Even you that is watching the video that think you know a lot. As far as I know, the guys in the black suits, the guys in the office, you don't actually know what is going on. So I reserve my comments again because I don't want to pick sides because I can't actually pick sides.
faith that no matter how flawed the system is, how cruel the circumstances, humanity will always shine through.
Senator, I have been listening to many of your hours of.
What?
But the president we have right now doesn't seem to be coming to this body with any kind of bold bipartisan legislation to solve the problems of our nation, to cobble together the common ground of this country on immigration. No, he is not acting like that. He is using language like presidential primacy. He's defending his corrupt practices in immigration by saying things like presidential primacy. He's invoking the Alien Enemies Act